Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Good evening, and happy Father's Day. I know by the time you see this, Father's Day probably would have gone and passed, but we always have to give credit because, I am, there's no lies told. I am a daddy's girl. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers, but especially to my dad, my champion, Mr. Mark Davis. So today we will continue. Today is the last day of our interviews, and we've got some very impressive young people who have spent time with me this week, telling me their goals, their aspirations, and things that they wish to do when they step foot on campus. But these are not your average young people. These young people are going to our nation's historically Black colleges and universities. And I couldn't be more excited and proud at the same time. Now, they do not know the order that they will be called up. But however, when I do call on them, they will definitely tell you all the information about them, their decisions, and their goals. So let's welcome. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. It's not, triple digit today, but we'll deal with it in Texas. So tell us who you are, what school you will be attending in the fall, and where you are from.
I am Shantae Duvinajre Robinson. I'm from Florida, and I will be attending the #1 public HBCU, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University.
Okay.
This fall.
Wow. So you're gonna be what is it? The seven? What's the theme for family?
Hills.
Somebody told me that earlier this week. I was like, you know what? You win. I will not.
Yes.
Question. Any of that. So that's not bad. So I guess you do understand when I say it's hot because it's hot in San Antonio. So I know it's hot in Florida as well. It's hot. So why at HBC? I'm sorry. Why at HBCU for you?
For me, it's growing up and going to school, elementary through high school, in the public schools. It's a lot of diversity. It's a lot of people with different backgrounds and different cultures and different personalities, and that's really great. When wanting to know the world that you live in, it's not just you. It's a lot out there. But continuing my education, I would like to be around people and be around things that does have to do with me, and that I know that there will be shared experiences and people within my same culture that I'll be around. Also HBCUs, because it's personalized mostly to your culture and your background and people that look like you. There's a lot of how do I say? There's a lot of, when it comes to help and when it comes to networking and asking people around you, the professors, or I feel like it'll be more
like you'll be in a more supportive environment.
I'll be a more supportive environment. Yeah. And I know that I can get that help. It's available for me. Other than another school, PWI, that's a lot of kids, a lot of people, and not everybody can have those personalized connections.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can truly see that. What part of Florida you live in?
I live in Orlando.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I can truly see why you're like, hey, gotta find my tribe. I get it.
Yes.
I get it. Okay, well that's fair. So once you get on your nationally known campus, is known for a lot of things, Marching 100 and different various celebrities who have become distinguished alum. How do you plan to impact the environment?
Just by joining those, putting myself out there and joining those organizations and in those clubs. SGA for one, I would love to be a part of that, to be another advocate on campus, and also community service. That's a big part of my life and a big part of what's to come in college. It's going to be a lot of community service, and I love doing it. Whether it's recycling, something as small as that, to bigger things. I love doing community service. So yes.
Oh wow, you do community service already?
Yes.
Where do you do that at? I know that's not one of your questions. I
I
just interested.
things like the Second Harvest Food Bank and Clean the World, the Wash Foundation, things like that. Yes.
Oh wow. Well, that is amazing. So you already leaving your mark. So
Yes.
good job. Good job.
Thank you.
So another question. This is going deeper than just the campus. Like once you graduate, you graduated from high school, which was a big deal. Now this will be a greater deal when you graduate from college. What do you plan, or how do you plan to impact the world once you graduate from the FAMU?
Um, I hope to graduate with my biology pre-medicine bachelor's. So with that, I hope to make my impact in the healthcare world. My focus, as a black woman, um, a black woman in the healthcare, I want to I want to do things and have those leadership positions and leadership roles and be recognized for them. And I want my peers and people who look like me to have more opportunities, um, to be in those roles in those bigger spaces and be recognized for all their hard work that they do every day. So that's my focus when I get out of college.
Okay, well, awesome. Thank you for coming and sharing time with us today to tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, before we get out of here, I need you to tell us nice, loud, and proud who you are, what school you plan to attend, and where you are from.
I am Shantae Davina Ajere Robinson. I plan to attend the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, and I am from the city beautiful Orlando, Florida.
Awesome. Yes, it's a beautiful city. I'm kind of like jealous because I want to go to Disney World so I can go to Tiana's Bayou. I know that's like off subject, but that's my goal. So if I come, I'm gonna look you up. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime. So, yes, you guys, I know I tend to get off subject when our young people are talking about or from places that I love to visit. I still can't get over the other day, the one gentleman that is from North Carolina, like I never heard of that place. I'm still gonna try to visit there too. So let's go on to our next guest. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Good evening.
I can't complain. How are you doing this evening? This Father's Day evening.
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Hey, it's hot in Texas, but I'm in the air, so I can't really complain.
Right.
So, tell us who you are, where you from, and where you plan to attend school in the fall.
Okay, hi, my name is Jada A Sims. I'm from Durham, North Carolina, Bull City. Okay, and then I will be attending the number one, the first founded HBCU 1865 Bowie State University in Bowie, Maryland. Did she cut out? Oh, wait. Oh, wait, where'd she go? Hello? Hello? Oh,
You acting up, Jada. I told you that I will be in and out periodically. I was here. I seen you. I had to give you a spotlight while you was talking about Bowie State. Hey. So, I mean, you said the first. Is that the first in Maryland?
The first founded HBCU in Maryland. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because we was about to have a war on here in about 10 seconds. I said, let me tell Jada to be nice. Jada, be nice. Because I mean, you was about to start a war with me. I graduated from D. Wilberforce University.
I guess.
I'm like, y'all not the first now. Okay. See, you starting already. Well, Jada, welcome to the show. And why a HBCU for you? Now, if I go off stage, don't be calling me out.
Okay, I thought you had lost connection. I was like, wait, I think I lost connection. Okay. All right. First, and foremost, I attend J.D. Clement Early College in North Carolina Central. So that was my first exposure to an HBCU.
Wow.
But first, as I've gotten older in my teenage years and I've started doing my own research on HBCUs, the importance that I've noticed about HBCUs is the close-knit family relationship and the sense of belonging that it gives students. For Bowie specifically, on their Instagram, they highlight every club, every organization from sports down to they have a club for baking, Muslims, like every single thing, which I felt like was really important and that everybody is getting their chance to get some exposure for what they do and the impact that they are making on campus. The next thing about HBCUs is the strong network amongst the students and the alumni. Alumni and current students, they like this, y'all. They are literally like, you would think that these people have been looking out for you all of your life just because you all have attended the same school, which I think is also really important as well. So yeah, that's why I chose an HBCU, but Bowie particularly.
Awesome. Look at you. Well, I'm glad that you was exposed because that's not everybody's story. Like everybody does not have the opportunity to get to learn about HBCUs in their traditional education. So kudos to whatever program you went to because I have been in education for 23 years. And what I normally do is get in good trouble because I'm like, y'all not exposing our, you're going to say college for all. Make sure all is at the table. So thank y'all. Oh yeah, that's a good. Once you get to your campus, how do you plan to impact that environment?
By impacting on my campus, I plan to bring awareness to the quality education that HBCUs can provide. So more specifically with me being a fashion major, anytime I tell somebody I'm majoring in fashion design, they assume I'm going to a big top fashion or art school or a PWI, but when I always say Bowie, they always look at me a little confused, but I would like to make an impact by showing the product and the success that can come from an HBCU, because although Bowie has small class sizes and many of you might have not heard about it, Bowie is still producing successful students who are thriving within their industry. So I would like to show people, hey, that HBCUs can put out big names as well. So that's what I would like to do at Bowie.
Okay, Miss Fashion Designer. I didn't know that about you. Okay. Well, I guess that explained because you got your Okay. Excuse me. That's nice.
Thank you.
Okay, she said. So you're gonna do business and fashion design or just fashion design?
Fashion design, then I'm gonna minor in computer technology. Because now fashion and AI are starting to go hand in hand with things. A lot of jobs in that too as well.
Go. Okay. Well, this is our future fashion designer. I'm gonna call her up. Well, you make them big bucks. Don't forget about the small people. Don't forget about us.
I won't.
So we didn't even answer the last question. Now, how do you plan to impact the world with your, I mean, you about to be a top, like, fashion designer. I'm about to catch up with you. Once you graduate, what are you going to do with that?
Okay. So, pretty much, well, first, a little bit about myself. In the past, of course, growing up being tall, 6 foot, y'all, it was a struggle finding clothes. So then as I just started to learn more about fashion, I started teaching myself on sewing. I noticed that I could start my own line of clothing to help out other tall girls so that they have clothes that fits and make them feel good. That's one thing I'm really important on, is that I can have clothes, and as long as it makes me feel good, I know I'll have the confidence I need to take on the day. So I plan to do that, as well as I learned how to sew from a sewing camp that was started within my community by one of my dance friends. Her mother started it for us. And that's how I learned to sew. So I want to give back to my community by giving a safe space for kids to go to, because also the violence within my community right now is crazy off the charts. And kids just need somewhere safe for them to go to meet with other kids who are also passionate about arts, or just having a free space for them to be themselves and express themselves and communicate through ways that are safe and not always so much as violent. So that's what I plan to do with my fashion degree, as well as maybe teaching them some tech things when I take my tech classes. But yeah.
Awesome. It's truly been a pleasure hearing your story. And thank you for coming. Now, before we go, because I know Jayla going to bring it, because Jada, I keep saying look, because I have a niece, play niece named Jada. Jada is going to bring it when she says this, because how she did her introduction, I'm like, you're not the first. But before we go, tell us who you are, where you are from, and what school you will attend in the fall.
Okay, my name is Jada Elise Sims, the owner of Crown by J Elise. Make sure you know the name, from the Durham, North Carolina, and I will be attending the best, the first founded 1865 AAA Bowie, the Bowie State University in Bowie, Maryland. Turn up.
Love it, love it. I need your energy, like, I love it, and I am really proud of you. Keep up
Thank
the
you.
good work, and I will be following your page as well. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Oh my God! Now that was simply amazing. We have some really talented young people, and I'm sorry, guys, something weird was happening on my side. I really appreciate our young people. Did you see that? But before I call on the next one, we have to take a short break.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Awesome, awesome. Now, we've met some amazing guests, and we do have a lot more in the back. So they don't know which order they will be called in. So when they come on, show some likes, shares, show some love. Like, I don't know, Bowie, I don't know what y'all did at freshman orientation, but I'm happy that Miss Sims is excited to be going to school. So let's call up our next guest. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
You all right?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome to the show. And please tell us your name, where you're from, and what school you will be attending in the fall.
Yeah, so my name is Jumbo Najoli, and I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I will be attending North Carolina A&T State University.
Okay, Aggie Pride
Yeah,
from Cincinnati, the Queen City.
yes.
I grew up in Dayton, so I know the area well. You need to mail me some Skyline chili on dry ice. Now, like, oh no, it's my favorite. Sorry, when I go home, I go right to Skyline. It's addictive. Anywho, let's focus. Let's focus. I'm sorry. You said it's Cincinnati, and my mind instantly went to Skyline chili. Like,
Yeah, it's
now I
good.
need to come home. Um, why did you decide on the HBCU?
So originally wanted to go to a HBCU. I just didn't know which one yet, and I'm studying mechanical engineering. So
Okay.
I was just looking around to see which one had the best mechanical engineering program, and I found NCAT had the best one, so I decided to go there. And then on top of that, also my cousin goes there, so he kind of like persuaded me to go.
It's always good to go to a school where you have, so you won't be alone freshman week or what have you. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Are y'all gonna be roommates?
No, he's a sophomore.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have, a family member, a friend, because that's a
Yeah.
little ways away from Cincinnati, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of you. Mechanical engineering, you must like math or science. Which one or both?
I like math.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. So now they have a very impressive campus and they have record-breaking things. Now, how do you plan to impact the campus once you get there?
Yeah. So I plan to really get involved, whether it's like joining any student led organizations or being in student government. I just really want to get involved with like what other students are doing on the campus.
Okay. Awesome, awesome. So you're just gonna be involved in everything. Do you play sports?
Yes, I run track.
Oh, are you gonna run track there?
Yeah, hopefully I will.
Yeah, collegiate sports is hey. But
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, what school did you go to in Cincinnati? Which school you
Uh,
graduate from?
I graduated from Walnut Hills.
Yeah, they used to beat my high school in Dayton when I was there. So. Understood. So, okay, that's fair. Now, once you graduate with the mechanical engineering degree, how do you plan to impact the world?
Well, since I started like wanting to be a mechanical engineer, I've always wanted to like start my own business like pertaining to that. And I didn't really like I still don't know what I want to really do like with it, but I just know I want to start my own business that like pertains to mechanical engineering and then just like help the world like with it, whether it's through like technology or like helping the environment, just something that would help people like in the community that I'm a part of.
Awesome sauce. So you're gonna go back to Cincinnati once you finish?
Maybe I might go back to Cincinnati, might stay, or I might go somewhere else. Y'all, it
Okay.
just depends.
Hey, I understand. I live in San Antonio, so that's a long way from there. But I do,
Yeah.
I do come and visit every now and then. I do, and I also still reach out and help out where I can. Now, are you going to the Dayton send off next week?
No, I'm not.
Oh no, you're gonna miss out. You might see a couple of your fellow classmates. I can big thing. So before we go, tell us who you are, where you're from again, and what school you plan to attend in the fall.
Yep. So I'm Jumbo Najoli, and I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I plan to attend North Carolina A&T State University.
Awesome. Well, thank you, future Aggie. I hope you enjoy the campus with your cousin. Don't Don't turn up too much at homecoming. You're like, oh Lord, and have a skyline. For me, like I wish. But thank you
Yeah.
for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, anytime. Oh my God, that is so cool. He's from Cincinnati. You guys, that is like a confession. Like I don't even go anywhere until I go to Skyline Chili. Like maybe I need to work on my habits when I go places, but that is definitely one place I go to as soon as I step off the airplane. All right, so moving on, we have some really good guests today. So let's see who we have next. Uh-oh, she's not ready. So we'll come back. Oh, okay. All right. I said, oh,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I was like, oh, your camera outfit had to come back.
I'm
It's
ready.
okay. Okay. It happens. How are you this day?
I'm great. How are
Good.
you?
Okay. So I can't complain. I'm in the cool air and I'm not outside. So
Yeah.
it's always a plus. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and what school you plan to attend in the fall.
Okay. Hello. My name is Amanza Williams. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, Naptown, and I plan to attend the Jackson State University this fall.
Okay, JSU. You gonna be in the band?
Yes, ma'am.
What? For real? What you play?
No. Oh, no. No. I can't
Oh,
play anything.
I'm gonna say, girl, you gonna be in the band? You know how much they slide
No.
me a free ticket to the game. No. Awesome, awesome. I mean, that's the band played at the Super Bowl, so
They did.
I'm like, do y'all need me to carry luggage? What y'all need me to do? So, why a HBCU for you?
So my personal story, I've been going to a PWI between my middle school and high school years. So I've always told myself that I will be going to a HBCU. I'm going to make it happen, and here I am. So I just feel like HBCUs, it's a family type of setting, and I feel like that's what you need, especially when you're going through your time of maturing, you're going through your time of entering adulthood. So it's important to be around people that are experiencing the same things as you, people that understand your culture, admin that understand your needs, all those types of things. So I just feel like it's best to grow in an environment where the same people are trying to grow with you.
Wow. Okay. Hey, that makes sense to me. And where are you from again?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay. Yeah, I have several friends that live in Indianapolis.
hmm
Yeah, so I've been there a couple of times. I used to come to I think it is Circle City Classic. I used to go to.
Yeah.
You're
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
yeah, I know. Glad there were no camera phones, so anything they say, I say it's allegedly. It allegedly was, Dr. Robinson. You say allegedly.
Right.
They say it was. Awesome, awesome. So once you get to your campus, I mean, you're going to the Jackson State, University.
Yeah.
Once you
Yes.
go there, how do you plan to impact, that environment?
hmm So I do plan to get involved with clubs, all those type of things around campus, but I most definitely want to bring something of my own there. So I kind of want to bring a change to Jackson State. So my goal that I've always said I wanted to do is start a step team. I feel like stepping is something that's so tied together with like D9 and sororities and fraternities, but I feel like it's okay to do that, outside of being connected to your D9 organization. Me personally, I've been on a team called G3 Steppers, which is here in Indianapolis, and we are an all-girls step team. So that's a skill that I hold very, very dearly to my heart, and I know that I always want to take that with me wherever I go because I just feel like G3 is something that I carry with me all the time. So why not bring a little bit of that to Jackson?
Love it. I love it. You said, look, I'm taking my neighborhood with me because,
Yeah,
well, how you going to feel? You're not going to be in that much snow no more. Like, how you
I
going to feel?
know. I'm ready to adapt.
You're like, I'm ready. Hey, Jackson, hey, there's some good food there. So
It is.
campus, I mean, I know I need to change my thought process. And when y'all talk about your foods, I instantly go to the calf and things I ate on your campus. But Jackson State, really good.
Yeah.
Now, once you graduate from JSU, what do you plan? Like, how do you plan to impact the world with that degree?
Okay, so I will be going to Jackson State with a major in business administration and a concentration in management. So my career that I ultimately have set up for myself is to be a media manager. I tried to do things throughout my high school years, like internships, just going to different events to try to see what's going on in the business world because there are so many opportunities. But I most definitely know that this is going to be right for me because we need so many more women in the business industry, especially Black women. So I know that with that business degree, I can do anything. Like if I don't really succeed in management or it's not really my taste, like I can always go into marketing, I can always go into HR. Like this degree is so broad and I know that I can do so much with it. And some people they're like, oh, business, it's so easy. Everything we have is made by a business if you really think about it. So at the end of the day, this degree is really going to change the world. It's going to change someone's life. And that's what I want to do. I want to make a change to people's world. I want to make a positive impact to someone.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. I love that. That's definitely needed. You young people have really showed up and showed out in this interview process. I'm glad I'm not a judge. But but before we go, tell us who you are again, where you're going, and where you are from.
Yes, ma'am. I am Anansa Zakia Williams. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I will be attending the Jackson State University.
Awesome, awesome. Now, if you get those tickets to that game, don't forget about me. But I might do a pop up on your campus because I'm supposed to be in the area of sometime in the fall. So thank you for coming, and I'm so excited for you. And take that step team there. I like that.
Thank you.
It. Oh my God, we had some amazing young people. She came from Naptown. We had Cincinnati. We had Florida. We've been a little bit everywhere today. So I don't know. Let's see who we have next. Hey, Mr. Darren, how are you?
Hello there. I'm very well. You?
I can't complain. You know, I'm always like a little bit warm because, you know, I'm in San Antonio and you all are in places that's, you know, not as warm, but it's okay. I'll get over it. One day I'll be in a cool place. Or not.
I hope for your sake.
He said you hope for my sake. I do too. Like, you know, sometimes this triple digit is not for the faint at heart. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and what school you will be attending in the fall.
Yes, of course. So my name is Darren Isaiah Tomlin. I currently live in Georgia, the Peach State. In the fall, I will be attending Fisk University.
Awesome. So you going to Fisk? Are you gonna be a Jubilee singer?
No,
Oh,
but I mean,
you
it's a
broke my heart.
nice opportunity. I might look into it.
Hey, there's money there. They get to travel for free. Oh, okay. I'm just, I was reliving my college years. I was a soloist for the university chorus at Wilberforce. So anytime I hear Fisk, I instantly think Jubilee singers. But now you can kind of think gymnastics too. So you go either way. Either way. So why a HBCU for you?
Well, initially, an HBCU wasn't my first choice. Funny enough, I
Oh,
I had my top two
no, that's
choices.
fair.
Yeah, I hate to startle you guys, start out like that, but my first two choices were Mercer University and Valdosta State, both PWIs, right? The percentage of Black students there was, I believe, less than 40%. And then just doing my college research, the idea of attending an HBCU just didn't really come up. I wasn't really interested in it at first. I heard my family members' positive personal experiences, and that opened up my perspective. That helped me to look more into it, but I still wasn't convinced after seeing all this stuff on social media about HBCUs being like behind or maybe they're not the cleanest institutions. I kind of let that get to me. Eventually though, my cousin Fred, he had a story and that got through to me. It was his experience with a college professor who he remembers having looked out for him throughout his entire freshman year, his entire freshman semester. And he told me that growing up, his own family told him HBCUs are the only college that'll really look out for you. And that that feeling is what I fell back on as I made my decision.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing. A lot of people don't really be open to their college choices. So thank you for being transparent enough to let us know. As a 23-year, I don't call myself a veteran because I like to learn every day. Educator. That's the one thing that I love for young people to do is explore your options, but also make sure that your options include all colleges. Yes, I am an HBCU advocate, but I want you to choose it, not your guidance counselor to choose it for you, if that makes sense. So I like that. Thank you for
Of
sharing.
course.
Now, once you get to Fisk, now Fisk is really historic. Like some big shoes to fill there with a lot of notable alum. How do you plan to impact the campus?
Hmm. So, like I said in my previous response, I'm no stranger to the negative, you could say the negative press that HBCUs get, right? So I
Mhm.
was thinking, well, obviously I don't feel that way anymore, but there are still tons of people out there, tons of future classmates who still feel that way. So how can I, change their mindset, flip that around? And I thought if I really want to expand my classmates' perspectives, one way I can do that is by joining the yearbook committee
Mm.
because not only do I have experience doing it at my high school, I was junior and senior editor, junior and senior year. But I just thought to myself, hey, if I got on the yearbook committee and I had the chance to go to some games, to go to some club events, things like that. When I photograph these events, I can help other Fiskites who maybe they felt the same way I did, that an HBCU wasn't their first choice, and now they're here and they're not really feeling it. I thought that spending my time in the yearbook can help them to see the same thing that I saw.
Wow, that is truly good. Who knows? You could possibly head the school newspaper.
Maybe. Who's to say I don't have my sights set higher than that? So
Oh, okay. Well, hey, that's pretty cool. I like it. You know, because some schools have gotten away from the traditional newspaper and things like that. So that's amazing. And what's your major again?
my major is actually biology, but it's
Oh,
just something I'm
hey,
passionate about.
it's still a good thing though. So either way it go, I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Now, once you leave Fisk, like you seem like you have all your plans together. Like when I grow up, I want to be you. Sometimes my plans don't always go. But when you leave Fisk, how do you plan to impact the world with your degree?
All right. Well, with my degree, because that's a whole other question. Um, so majoring in biology, right? My concentration is in pre-pharmacy. So after I've graduated with my degree and my newfound knowledge of pharmacy, I hope to pursue research pharmacy, which is it's not as talked about as a career because the first thing you hear pharmacists, you think clinic or you think of retail. I want to pursue the research side because not only is it just so much more interesting to me, like seeing, hey, how do these different medicines affect the body, affect the brain, and just interactions, things like that. Like that's always interested me. But I have a personal stake in it as well. My grandfather, he was diagnosed with ALS in forget the year now, so long ago, but he was diagnosed with ALS, and he was battling it for well over 15 years. And seeing him in that way for so long, just, I mean, he was so strong fighting, obviously, but seeing him made me think, is there really nothing that we can do? Because after the doctor's diagnosis, it was like, there is no cure. You just have to spend as much time with him as you have left. And I don't know, I guess a part of me just didn't really believe that. So I started looking into pharmacy. Um, they're on the front lines as research pharmacists. They're on the front lines. They're constantly seeing what new innovations can be made, what new cures or just things to do. And I truly believe that I can help if I was there.
Awesome. Awesome. So you decided on your career based on your personal experience, which is good, which is truly good. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for coming on today as well. And I wish you much success on the campus of Fisk University. And I really appreciate your transparency today. So before we leave, tell our audience again who you are, where you're from, and what school you will be attending in the fall.
Of course, no problem. My name is Darren Isaiah Tomlin, and in the fall, I'll be attending the prestigious Fisk University, where I'll be majoring in biology.
Awesome. Awesome. Again, thank you for coming. And I love your transparency. And we will definitely be in contact.
Thank you.
Mhm. That's amazing. Like, I love when our young people are transparent and they tell us things about themselves. They kind of like open up. So I love that. Now, after this short break,
HBCU shine and
It's time to book your homecoming or classic weekend hotel room today through HBCUhotels.com and help support HBCU students. Our rates are unbeatable for hotels such as the Sheraton, the Residence Inn, La Quinta Inn and Suites, Best Western, the Courtyard Marriott, Holiday Inn, and the Westin Hotel. Plus, when you book through us, a portion of the revenue will go toward scholarships for HBCU-bound scholars. Book your hotel and help a student reach their chosen HBCU destination. HBCUhotels.com is not affiliated with, officially connected to, or endorsed by the institutions of higher education identified in the event.
HBCU shine in Dubai. Join the HBCU Alumni Takeover 2025 for 9 luxurious nights with flights included. Experience Dubai's finest with a lavish welcome reception, city takeovers, desert excursions, and yacht adventures. Secure your spot for only $250. Don't miss out. Join the takeover now. Visit our website for more information.
welcome back. I don't know what's going on over here. Um, welcome back. Thank you for most amazing scholars from all over. And it just warms my heart to hear their stories, their passions, the things they want to do, and the excitement that they have. Maybe they're more excited than me because they're actually going. I wish I could go back to the Wilberforce University and just stay forever, and life never changes. But we have to be adults. But anywho, these young people are so amazing with the things they plan to do in life. And if you are an alum and you're watching, show these scholars some love, like, share. If you're alum, even reach out to them because, we're connected. So let me call on our next guest. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. My forehead just has like a natural sweat on it. Maybe because, it's hot in Texas. But actually, I'm not too hot today. Anywho, tell us your name, where you're from, and what school you will be attending in the fall.
Hello, my name is Jada Victoria Lanassa, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I will be attending the illustrious Tennessee State University.
Oh my. So she's going to Tennessee State. Okay, I like it. I like it. So you are you gonna be in that Grammy, award winning band or no?
I haven't decided yet because I
Oh,
don't know if I want to pick my instrument back up or not.
hey, I'm just asking because those trips are nice. No, seriously. But why at HBCU?
I chose the HBCU because all of my entire high school career, K through 12, I have gone to a predominantly white school. And it was really hard growing up in a community like that because one didn't get to see people who looks like me growing up, so it was really hard trying to fit in and make friends. And also, I chose HBCU because I felt like I would be better off and I would feel like I was more at home with the people around me.
Okay, and that's fair. That's totally fair. So you're going to Tennessee State, you are definitely going to find your tribe there. I have some amazing scholars already there, and they love the campus. So, how do you plan to impact a campus with such a rich history?
So when I get down to Tennessee State, I plan on impacting the campus not only with my joyous personality, but also based off just like joining different clubs and providing my different opinions and topics and ways of thinking when I get down there.
Wow. Okay, that sound like you have it all together. So you go from St. Louis to, woo, you ready for that move?
Yeah, it's way better than the initial move that I was gonna make. The initial move I was gonna make was down 10 hours to Louisiana and Xavier,
Ooh.
but
Okay.
it's only 4 hours, so I think we can
Yeah,
make it.
I'm with you. I'd rather do 4 than 10, but I love Xavier too. Now, don't get me wrong.
I
I
do.
love,
I do. I do love Xavier.
maybe grad school. You go to.
Yeah, I probably planned on going down there for grad school, but who knows?
Okay. Hey, that's a plan. But right now, four is good. I understand. So once you graduate from Tennessee State, and I see your sweater, by the way. You know, I made a mistake before we went on air, y'all. I was like, if she's Spelman, I'm gonna kick her out the thing now. But it's been so many Spelman nights. I love each one of them. But so you got on the whole sweater? Is this a
Yeah,
sweatshirt? Oh,
it's my sweatshirt.
excuse me. She is not playing. She's not playing. She is ready. She got the gear and everything. I love it. I like y'all school colors too. I mean, I love mine. Mine is green and gold, but blue and white is nice. Love it. So, how do you plan to impact the world with that degree? Like, you went from that's gonna be a big shoe to fill.
So I plan on majoring in chemistry on a pre-med track to where I will eventually become a pediatrician. So I plan to impact the world by giving back to my community and just giving back to the less fortunate in general, especially young children, because young children are our future. And on top of that, it's like you mold and shape young kids when they're young, and it ultimately like grows and sticks with them. So just making an impact and a difference on young kids while they still are young and impressionable, so we could better the world in the future.
Awesome. Look at you. You want to save the world by kids. Y'all are so impressive. When I grow up, I want to be every last, one of you all when I grow up because you all are truly inspiring. That's amazing. So before we get out of here, tell us who you are, where you're from, and what school you will be attending in the fall.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jada Lanassa, and I am from St. Louis, Missouri, and I will be attending the illustrious Tennessee State University in the fall.
Awesome, awesome. And good luck to you at TSU. I'm so excited and I wish you much success. And you should be hearing from us sometime this week. And thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here.
Oh, thank you. Love it. Thank you. I told y'all these young people are on it, like their goals and dreams. So moving right along, let's bring on our next guest. Like I get so excited when I hear their stories and how they come on and they have their shirts and they just like tell me facts about their school. And I'm like, ooh, this was a big decision. You meant every word of it. So let's welcome our next guest. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I can't complain. You know, if I complain, there's nobody that will listen. So, oh well. Now, welcome to our show. First off, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, I will stop the world for our young people, especially ones going to a HBCU, because I love it. I'm here for it. Now, tell us who you are, where you're from, and what school you plan to attend in the fall.
My name is Brooklyn Johnson. I'm from Macedonia, Ohio, and I plan on attending Tuskegee University in the fall.
Oh, wow. So we're going to ball and parlay, the first half of the year. No, I'm just kidding. I know this is focus, Monique. This is a Christian show. Don't tell nobody what that means. If you want to know what ball and parlay mean, go look it up. We can't talk about it on this show.
Okay.
So, but if you see me at Tuskegee and that's what I'm doing, singing along with them, mind your business. But anyway.
I won't judge.
So why an HBCU for you?
To be honest, an HBCU wasn't my original choice that I had. I originally wanted to go to a PWI, but my mom is a very inquisitive person and likes to ask a lot of questions. So when she would call said PWI or email them and ask them any questions, they just would never get back to her. And it really hurt my heart that they would never get back to my mom. So, because if they didn't get back to my mom, then what does that say about me in the future? Will they help me out? Will they be there? While Tuskegee, they were there for me and my family. They made sure all of our questions were answered. If not, right when we asked them, they would get back to us at the latest at the end of the day, or at least at the end of the next day. So that was a very nice thing to have for them to do for us, as well as just how nice and friendly everyone was when we went down to visit. Like random strangers that even at the school, they didn't know each other. They were just willing to help us out and figure out where we were supposed to go.
Awesome. I love that. I mean, and usually people don't be that transparent with their college decisions, especially when I ask them questions. They're like, "Oh, I always wanted to go to a HBCU." Thank you for your transparency and honesty. But I'm glad you are going. You're not just going to a HBCU, like you're going to Tuskegee.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie walked those grounds. Nah.
Yeah.
So if you see him on campus, you better snap it. Snap a selfie and send it to me.
I will.
So how do you plan, like with all the notable alum and all the history that Tuskegee has, how do you plan to impact the campus once you get there?
At the moment, I honestly don't really know what I would do to impact the campus. I know that I want to use my creativity and compassion for other people to help better the campus some way, shape, or form, but I don't necessarily know exactly what I want to do. I know I'd like to go and, join different clubs and meet a whole bunch of different people, but if you ask me one set thing, I'm not totally sure.
Hey, that's fair. All you can be is honest,
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I have to survey the land first once I get there. Like, do I want to do this? Are they going to accept this?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just find it, once you get there and see what's going on, then you like, okay, that's good. Thank you for your honesty. Yeah. So how do you plan to impact the world once you finish, your degree and life starts being serious? How do you plan to impact the world?
My way to impact the world is obviously I'd like to use my degree. I would be going to Tuskegee for aerospace engineering, and what I'd want to do with that degree is either be the person to put rockets, satellites, stuff like that into space, or be the one to, the numbers behind it and all that fun stuff. If I wasn't able to do that, then I don't really know besides using my degree.
Wow, that's kind of dope. Like you about to be a woman in STEM, but not just you about to be a boss in STEM.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. So let me guess, science and mathematics are your two like favorites.
Yeah, they are.
Awesome. See, you could have tutored me when I was in undergrad. You could have tutored me in my last program. So awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So before we let you go, and thank you again for coming. Before we let you go, tell us again your name, where you're going, and where you are from.
My name is Brooklyn Johnson. I'm from Macedonia, Ohio, and I will be attending Tuskegee University in the fall.
Awesome, awesome. Now you said Macedonia, Ohio. What exactly is that near?
Oh, it's a really small little place. It's in it's in the Northeast Ohio area. It's in between Cleveland and Akron.
Oh,
My
okay.
whole life I've been claiming I've been from Cleveland because that's where my parents grew up, because my grandparents don't live that far. But I think if you look at it technically, it is closer to Akron.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, where is that? You said it like 3 times, and I'm like, I don't want to seem,
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't.
small little place.
Okay, well, hey, thank you for coming and
Thank you for having me.
educating me on something new. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, sweetheart. We will definitely be in touch.
Thank you. I'm excited to hear from you.
Oh my God, did you hear, these amazing careers? I'm so excited. Like, guys, she's going to Tuskegee, and Tuskegee alum, I know you're watching. Don't have me call you out. Reach out to this baby. She's going to be a woman in STEM. And, who knows? Y'all might have internships or something to help her get to her goals. So, moving right along, we have another fabulous guest. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I can't complain. I have been so excited talking with you young people today, and really for the last week and a half, learning all that you want to bring to your various campuses. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and what school you plan to attend in the fall.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, I'm Ariel Wetman. I'm from the small town of Beaumont, Texas. I'll be attending the real Howard University this fall.
See, now I'm glad you was not on here the other day, because we had 2 Hamptonites on here, and that would not have went well. Y'all would have been going back and forth,
We're gonna settle it on the football field, September.
Okay, that's fair. But if you get free tickets, don't forget your girl. So why an HBCU for you?
So it's actually kind of funny. I applied to Howard early decision, and I got deferred. And so that completely crushed my hopes. I was like, oh my God, I give up. I'm not even apply again, regular decision. And it rolled around, and my mom was like, Ariel, give it a chance. You don't know what can happen. I applied, and then I randomly got the message when I was at this party for one of my different events, and they were like, you got accepted. I ran around the whole parking lot trying to find my mom to tell her. Oh my God, people were looking at me crazy, but I was just like, oh my God. And it was a costume party, so I was like in a Medusa outfit too. So
that can be embarrassing, but hey.
Just a little, I was just too excited. But the real reason is because as a nursing major, I know I won't see many people who look like me in my field. So being able to be surrounded by them as long as possible will be amazing. And especially since I've attended predominantly white institutions since elementary school, I've always had to feel like I had to fight or work harder than the other kids because I'm Black and a woman. So they didn't have to go through the struggle I had to, just to prove that, yeah, I can be here. I'm not under you. I'm not educated just because of who I am. And so going to Howard will just make my journey a little bit easier.
Wow. I love it. I love it. And it will, you will have an amazing time learning from some of the best, I think HBCU professors and people that are on the staff are truly amazing. One of a kind. True story. I did not like math. Math or science, and really didn't like education much until I stepped foot on my campus. And so I do truly understand where you're coming from. And then you said Beaumont.
Yes.
Wow. So Say less. Say less. Say less. I got you. So once you get to Howard, which is known for so many things, how do you plan to impact that space?
Well, I plan to get involved as on many campus activities as I can. Whether I fail or succeed, my face will be known. I will get recognized. And bringing diverse perspectives is one of my big goals. I aim to give a voice to people who feel like they're heard enough because I felt like that before and I never put that upon anybody else.
Wow, that is good. That's really good. I don't, you mean, now you come on here talking to me today, I doubt that your voice will not be heard. So, which is a good thing. Because if you don't stand for anything, you will truly fall. You know the saying. I might have got it mixed up. Stand for nothing, fall for anything. There you go. So, yes. So before I let you go, tell us one more time, loud and proud, what school you will be attending, your name, and where you are from.
So hello again. I am Ariel Letman. I'll be attending the real HU. Don't forget Howard University. I'm from the small town of Beaumont, Texas.
Awesome. Awesome. So thank you for coming and sharing your story with us. And I wish you much success in DC.
Thank you.
And I have no dog in that fight with the real HU, but hey, I love it. Have a good one.
You too.
Oh my God. These young people are truly, truly amazing. Like they left no crumbs with this scholarship award this year. And whew, you guys, for the last week and a half, I have dedicated my time to get to know these young people, and I wish I had it. Everybody would get something, but I don't. We only can give it to 4. But if you have it on your heart and you want to give, we do accept donations at Givelify. You also can check the links. Right now, our webpage is undergoing some, I guess you would say, maintenance, and it will be back up running by this Friday. But all our other platforms, our Linktree, our social media platforms, if you are interested in donating, you can reach out there. But these young people are amazing. Before I call up the next person, we do need to take a short break.
For 80 years, UNCF has stood as a bright beacon of hope and opportunity, transforming the lives of countless students. From the first donation made in 1944 to the millions of dollars in educational assistance provided today, UNCF has been a pivotal force in breaking down barriers to higher education across the United States. Our alumni span the globe, a testament to the power of your support. As we celebrate this 80-year milestone, our mission is as urgent as it has ever been. A college degree still remains out of reach for far too many. But with your help, UNCF can continue to break down barriers. Today and for 80 years, UNCF has been honoring the legacy, transforming our future. Your support isn't just a donation, it's an investment in a brighter, more equitable future for us all. And remember, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Learn more, uncf.org/80th.
Welcome back. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, give these young people a shout out. Better yet, if they're going to your school, and definitely welcome them to the HBCU family. So moving right along, I will call on our next guest. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you loud and proud.
Okay.
So,
because my connection is really bad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so we'll make it quick. Tell us your name and where you're from and what school you plan to attend in the fall. Did you hear me or it went out?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Your name, where you're calling from, and what school you plan to attend in the fall.
Okay. I got the name and the school part, so I'm gonna do those. Okay.
Okay.
My name is Trinity Christie, and I'll be attending Spelman College in the fall, and I'm from Washington D.C.
Oh wow! So you got one leaving the area going in. Okay, well, awesome, awesome. Now you're from Washington D.C., correct? You said you're from Washington D.C.
Yes.
Okay, so really good. Now you're going to Spelman, which is really historic. How do you plan to impact the campus once you get there?
Well, I plan to impact the community by just being myself and like what I am. I'm really observant, and I always do like a lot of research, like to collect my background information and stuff, which is why I'm going to school to become a scientist. But what I plan to do is simply like be my observant self and like assess the area around me to figure out how I fit in and how I can become like a contributing member of the community inside the school and outside of the school, because I want to be able to be a upstanding like member of the community of the city itself, and not just simply go to the school and like use their whatever research they have down there, but also just to be like a part of the a part of the Black community in and out of the school, so I can help others um, while I'm earning my education and while I'm working towards being in the best position to help the community through science.
Love it, love it. Now let's backtrack because I kind of skipped over a question because I got sidetracked, so I'm sorry. But why an HBCU? Why did you decide to go to an HBCU?
Okay, so I got why did I choose the HBCU?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Hmm. That's correct.
I'm sorry, it's breaking up really badly, but I can answer the why I chose the HBCU question. So I chose the HBCU because I feel like it will give me the best foundation. I feel like it will give me the best. Um, I'm gonna have to say community again because I think that it will give me the most holistic experience in college. Like growing up, it's not like I grew up in a white community or anything. Growing up in Washington D.C., I was always surrounded by Black people. In the schools that I went to, I was always surrounded by Black people, and I found it really inspiring and motivating to have not only Black peers encouraging me, but Black teachers as well. And I feel that being in that environment in college as well will be a wholly different experience, but will also set me up for success like in the best way possible, because there will not only be focused on my academic performance, but like also my personal experiences will be understood, and what I need specifically as a Black woman pursuing something that we're underrepresented in will be recognized and will be attained, will be what is the word? And it will be like taken into account as I go on the journey at Spelman.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you for giving us that answer. Now, thinking past Spelman, how do you plan to impact the world?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
How do you plan to impact the world once you graduate from Spelman?
Okay. I plan to impact the world by doing scientific research. One is something that I really love, and scientific research is foundational. So when we learn, well, what we learn in science is that there's more that we don't know than what we do know. So I want to push to discover the things that we don't know. And I'm specifically going to be studying neuroscience. And I feel like understanding the brain is something that people don't really take as seriously. And the brains are such a big part of our existence that I want to be able to contribute to more of our understanding of that, so that we can use those use what we learn to understand about the brain and apply it to real people in everyday situations. Because I also want to be a doctor, so I'm looking to earn my MD and my PhD. So I want to be able to help people I want to be able to help people with foundational research and then apply that research to the patients that I serve, so that I could really just be doing two things that I love, like which is helping people and learning more and more about the world. And I'll be able to, just service the larger community, like with more background information, so we could develop more therapies and more incentives to help people with whether they have brain diseases or brain development issues or not, like simply just having a greater understanding of what is such a big part of our existence.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing all the wonderful ideas that you have, and I wish you much success in your future. Before we let you go, tell us again your name and school and where you're from.
Okay, thank you. My name is Trinity Christie. I'm going to Spelman College from McKinley Technology High School, and I'm from Washington, D.C. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm sorry we had technical issues, but we worked around it.
It's okay. I just hope you were able to understand me okay. Hope I answered all of the questions well enough.
You did. And thank you for giving us your time on a busy day like today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for working with me.
Anytime. Oh my goodness, these young people are so amazing. So as you know, today wraps up our interviews. I've interviewed so many young people over this span of time, and I couldn't be more prouder of each and every one of them that followed through with the interviews, followed through with the emails. Who knows? We went from 175 to 90. We'll eventually go to 30. No, 60, 30, 10, and then the final 5. So I'm extremely proud of these young people for all of their endeavors. Now, what they didn't share is the behind the scenes bios, which I will be posting on our platform so you can learn more detailed information about them, because these young people are on fire. And, I joke about it, but like, I really want to be them when I grow up because they have it together.
Celebrate the excellence of HBCUs with the HBCU Trivia Game. This board game provides an exciting and educational way to learn about notable alumni, historical events, sports news, and more. This trivia game is sure to be a hit and perfect for college-bound youth, alumni, and the entire family. Don't miss out on this opportunity to support, educate, and entertain Get the HBCU Trivia Game today. Go to hbcutriviagame.net to order.
Welcome back. So, I apologize. I overlooked one of our valuable guests. Charge it to my head. That's what they say in church. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. But like, I really did make a mistake. So I apologize. And I'm glad she stuck around and was like, you didn't call me. And she was nice about it. That's what I love about these young people. They are so respectful and amazing. So let's call on our next guest. Hello, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Where are you going that you're not taking me?
I'm actually outside my grandparents' house. It's Father's Day, so I had to make time to see
my
family.
Okay, well, what's his name so we can say Happy Father's Day? Because I don't want you to get in trouble. We tell him Happy Father's Day.
Harvey Robinson.
Okay. She gave you a shout out on her, HBCU scholarship interview. So, all right. So tell us your name, where you're from, and what school you plan to attend in the fall.
Hi, my name is Kylie Smith. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I plan to attend the illustrious Hampton University.
Oh, so you heard the comment earlier.
Yeah, I heard
it. Not being messy, but
no,
I knew it.
Standard of excellence is fine.
Okay. Jesus. I try to schedule it to where y'all don't like cross paths. My bad. So why an HBCU?
So originally my mom went to a PWI. She went to the University of Cincinnati, and my dad went to North Carolina Central. And it was always a battle in our household. Like, my mom was like, well, you can stay local and they'll pay for your schooling and everything. And my dad was really pushing the HBCU experience and the time he had there. And he was just sharing with me his experience because he grew up in a small town called Henrico, North Carolina. So I was really confused, and I grew up in like a predominantly white environment and stuff. So I wasn't really opposed to being in that same environment, because for me, I was persistent. I didn't really care what others had to think of me. So I kind of just like was in my own little world. And I went to visit Hampton specifically, and I fell in love with the campus. And then my mentor, she was also a Hampton alumni, Miss Marian Taylor. Oh, that's my girl. But yeah, so she really sealed the deal for me, just showing me around the campus and just sharing with me her experience at Hampton. So that's what made me pick Hampton.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing. Are you in Cincinnati?
Yes, ma'am.
You gonna slide me some Skyline? I grew up in Dayton. You like, oh God,
Okay.
how you know about Skyline Chili?
Yeah.
Yeah, mail me some on dry ice.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, like,
No, okay, I got
so,
you.
when you get to Hampton by the sea, that beautiful campus, how do you plan to impact that environment?
So at school, well, in high school, I was a part of a club called Girls Swimming, and I was the president. And we kind of mentor to younger students and just help them prepare them for the next steps for doing like college common apps and stuff and things like that. And we had like women's panels. So I wanted to join a org kind of similar to that when I got to Hampton, basically being a mentor to like different students and stuff. But also I want to join SLP, which is like the student leadership program that Hampton has, and hopefully be able to plan different events and stuff all around the campus just to make our experience 10 times better.
Oh, wow. Well, I love that for you. And there's no doubt in my mind that you won't impact the environment once you get there. Because wasn't you on our call when we had the practice session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think you were one of the first ones to introduce your school in that way. In that creative way that kind of got, Howard. I said, she done started a war. Nah. Once you graduate from Hampton, how do you plan to impact the world with that degree?
So I'm majoring in political science, and I want to go into law school. And basically what I want to do in my law degree is become an immigration attorney and help people. Yeah. I learned that through a class I had in ethnic studies, and we learned about ICE and stuff, and that really sealed the deal, because I always wanted to be a lawyer, but I was kind of confused, like, do I want to do criminal defense? Do I want to be a corporate attorney? And I finally decided on being an immigration lawyer. So yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so before we go, and thank you for coming and sharing that, because I don't want to keep you long. They're telling you gave him a shout out during this interview. So so tell us again, where you're going and your film and your name before we let you go.
My name is Kylie Smith. In the fall, I'll be attending Hampton University, and I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. Now, don't forget my Skyline. No, I'm just playing.
Yes, no, I got you.
And thank you for stopping by on this busy day. And we wish you much success.
Thank you.
Anytime. Amazing. That is like 2 people from Cincinnati. Now, somebody had to mail me some Skyline somewhere, or I might just have to come home and get it. Who knows? So I have really been impressed by the amount of young people. I do apologize for overlooking her because it's like so many different buttons, and those who know me personally know my glasses don't always work. So thank you for coming, all our guests. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to sow a seed, the information will be provided. And have a wonderful day.
COVID-19 has changed how we stomp the yard and feel the beat. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to strolling instead of scrolling. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts. As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I get it? Is it free? It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts about COVID-19 vaccines at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision for yourself and for your fam.
For more than 75 years, UNCF, the United Negro College Fund, has worked to combat deep-rooted obstacles to higher educational access, achievement, and career success, annually providing financial and educational support to our 37-member historically Black colleges and universities, and more than 60,000 students attending over 1,100 institutions across the United States. Your support as a workplace campaign donor is critical to our efforts. Employee donations like yours are the second largest source of unrestricted dollars for our students, allowing us to provide funds for tuition, room and board, books, and unexpected emergencies like the current COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you, UNCF.
Thank you, UNCF. Thank you so much to UNCF for all of the opportunities that you guys have brought into my life.
I'm now able to apply knowledge to innovation, economics, and entrepreneurship.
I'm so happy that I went to an HBCU and got connected with you all because it really has progressed me as a person.
So, whether you decide to help by giving once or often, know that your support truly makes a difference. Talented, deserving students come from all walks of life. One of life's great equalizers is that at some point, we all need help. And given what we're all facing right now, one of these promising students may just be the next doctor, nurse, teacher, or technologist who changes your life tomorrow. Please give what you can. UNCF, our HBCUs, and our students appreciate you and your donation, no matter how big or small. Thanks, and always remember that a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ. Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network. Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless. From your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.